continuing to build this great feud that without CM Punk there, he showed up once and then he showed up at Clash, and majority of it has just been Drew shitting on him on social media and them still continuing to build it, and I think a great way. Joe, I'm curious about your take on the whole thing. Are you a CM Punk fan, number one, because I know he's pretty divisive, and number two, do you enjoy the feud?
I think I'll start with the second one. I think the feud is awesome. I think that Drew, this is like the best I've probably ever seen him work, either heel or face, if we want to use insider terms.
Insider lingo.
Yeah. I subscribe to the newsletter for a reason, man. No, I think that this whole Drew McIntyre thing I think is super cool. I think it's cool how it's organic because Punk actually got injured at the hands of McIntyre, right? Which cost him the ability to like work at Mania or whatever. I think that whole thing is super organic and cool. I think that Punk doesn't have to be thrust into a title shot thing right now.
Dude, everyone wants him to be. I'm just like,
he doesn't need it.
We put that clip about our opinions on that.
Oh my god!
Like, people were pissed. They were like, really? The storyline sucks. And I'm like, tell me how. Tell me why.
I totally sorry, what were you saying?
Well, yeah, we put out a clip of the ending of Clash, and we specifically said like this feud does not need the title. They're building it up in this great way, and so many people commented and were like, "Oh, this is shit booking. This is the worst booking I've ever seen in my life." Shut up, man.
Austin Triple H. Have it be Austin Triple H. Austin drops him from a car. From a forklift in a car, then they go and have a 3 stages of hell match. They don't need, any type of title. If they hate each other, then they'll have blood matches.
It's because they're that good and they have chemistry. Like, tell me what putting a title in this does. Like, if anything, the lack of the title makes it more important because that's the whole like centerpiece. Right. It's like Drew keeps getting like he won the championship, he lost it, he had another chance and was going to win and he lost it.
Right.
And now I'm wondering, he's entering Money in the Bank, like we said, and and now I wonder, there could be different outcomes here. He could maybe almost win it, get screwed over by Punk again. He could maybe almost win it, get screwed over by Punk again, or he wins it.
Yeah.
Cashes in on the same night, like he says, and that's when Punk screws him over, which I think would be fucking hilarious.
That would be so good, dude. Oh my god. Can you imagine what would happen? Like,
well, again, it's just he's getting trolled so hard, dude. Like it has to.
That
like,
would truly be the ultimate troll, dude. People would get so angry. The same people that like commented, they would lose their shit.
But there almost sounds like a risk there in a way, because it's like, okay, you might lose a lot of people doing this.
Well, I think it's something that we talked about too. It's like, how long can they keep trolling for like that? Like, how long can they have CM Punk just be a fucking troll and keep doing this? Like, eventually it needs the payoff, but that would be such a way to troll him, dude.
Well, I'm thinking SummerSlam is going to be the match, but the thing that I realized is that Punk was supposed to be on SmackDown to talk about like his injury status, and he never brought it up once.
Yeah.
So that has me like worried, like, what's his injury status? Are we going to get him for SummerSlam? I don't really know.
What is the official like injury that he has? It's something to do with his arm?
His tricep, yeah.
Tricep, yeah.
And like he tore the shit out of that multiple times when he was in his AEW run.
Yep.
And he came back surprisingly quickly, but also I don't know what their like policy for healing from injuries is, because people do be getting injured pretty frequently over there.
Oh yeah.
But like he came back in like 2 or 3 months, I want to say, and then like after that, probably like another 3 or 4 months. So I don't really know.
He's getting up. Sorry.
No, yeah, because it was Rumble he got injured.
Yep.
I looked up out of curiosity torn tricep recovery time, but obviously like every injury is different, so
Right.
I am getting a lot of mixed answers here. But it's been 5-6 months, so who knows? Maybe we'll get an update soon.
He's also kind of old. I don't know how old is he. Is he in his 40s yet?
He's like 45 or something like that.
He's getting
up
He's
there.
mid-40s. So, you know, and very honestly, if he comes back and gets hurt just as quickly again, which I don't want that to happen, obviously, but if it does, like, it might be time to like consider maybe moving into a different
backstage role or something, or commentary or like something like that.
But like at the same time, like he was getting injured so much. But then I think about when he came back for when Collision started, and he wrestled for like a good like 3 or 4 months before, Well,
I know he did also specifically mention like his big one at AEW when he was out for 10 months, like due to injury and suspension. I remember he mentioned on that big interview he was on that his recovery took like 8 months because it was also the level of care at AEW, like for talent. Obviously WWE has a much higher healthcare system than AEW. It seems. So he could already be close to recovery.
I'm thinking he's close only because this has been so drawn out, not in a bad way. It's just been very like it's a very slow burn, but it's gonna start getting to the point where people might start getting like, okay, come on, like where's the payoff? So I almost think it's like it is almost time. Hopefully SummerSlam, if not SummerSlam, maybe soon after that. I don't really know.
Apologies if you already said this, but and we'll get to this obviously, but on this Raw, I believe it was this one, they they kind of in a way wrote him off for like a while, right? Unless this was on SmackDown.
That was on SmackDown, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I think that I don't know. The case could be made that that's a way for them to write him off until like the Raw before SummerSlam, and then to be like, bam, or it could just be to further the feud in general while Punk is like recuperating or healing or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that there's definitely, I don't know, if they're bothering pushing, continuing that storyline, continuing that feud, excuse me, I think it means that he's probably a bit better than maybe we know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking is going to be the case. Like I said, like Money in the Bank, we could see Drew almost win, maybe win, and then the cash-in gets fucked up. It's tough though because part of me like doesn't want the Money in the Bank match to be kind of like
meaningless
given to him for the sake of that feud, but also it would be really fucking funny.
It would.
It would be so good.
Yeah.
Who do we have for Money in the Bank so far? It's Gable, Jey Uso, Drew, right? Or is he arguing with Adam Pearce, and Pearce is like,
he's going to be in a qualifying match,
but he's gonna win
tonight. Are they doing that?
Drew's would probably be on Monday.
He's on Raw. Okay. I always get the brand shit mixed up. Men's Andrade.
Andrade and Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had 4. Forgot about that.
Yeah. So I mean, out of that, other than Drew, I think most likely to win it would probably be Jay.
Yeah.
So out of what we have right now.
Yeah.
But then again, my thought being and I'm sure we'll go over this too, so I don't want to cart before the horse too much, but
go for it.
With some of the potential bloodline related stuff that might be going on, do you need Jay to be the world champion for those sorts of things if you're going to use the Money in the Bank as a way to, get him the championship,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs it. I mean, a few things. I don't think he's ready for it yet, but also I don't think he needs to be in it with we're probably going to see some kind of new bloodline versus old bloodline. That's clearly the direction we're going in.
Right.
So I don't think, that almost kind of writes him off as like not being a potential winner. I'm curious to see who else qualifies though.